The Bridge of Whispers. For as long as anyone in the twin villages of Highcliffe and Stonevale could remember, the great ravine between them had been spanned by the Bridge of Whispers, a wide, sturdy stone arch. And for just as long, a single, unyielding rule was etched into its parapet: walk only, never run. No one remembered why. It was simply the law. The bridge wardens, stern figures in gray cloaks, ensured it was obeyed. The bridge was for slow, solemn crossing. Commerce and conversation inched across it. Children were scolded for skipping. The villages were connected, but the connection felt heavy, like a chain. Lena, a young baker from Highcliffe, had a problem. Her best friend Alara in Stonevale was to be married at sundown. Lena had spent 3 days crafting the wedding cake, a magnificent tower of vanilla sponge and honey rose frosting. As she carried it carefully onto the bridge, a sharp cry of alarm came from the Stonevale side. A fire had broken out in the dry fields near Alara's home. Smoke began to plume into the evening sky. The wedding party would be in danger. The path through the ravine would take an hour. The bridge was the only direct route. Lena saw a warden step forward, hand raised to enforce the slow walking pace. Panic and purpose clenched her heart. She looked at the cake, at the smoke, and made a choice. "Forgive me," she whispered, not to the warden, but to the bridge itself. Then she ran. Her boots struck the ancient stones in a rapid rhythmic patter, a sound not heard on the bridge for centuries. The warden shouted, "Halt!" but Lena flew, the cake miraculously steady in her arms. And as she ran, something miraculous happened. The Bridge of Whispers began to sing. Each footfall released a soft musical note from the stones, as if her running was playing a long-lost melody locked within the rock. A haunting, beautiful tune filled the ravine, stopping the warden in his tracks. The notes swirled around Lena, not a scolding, but an accompaniment. She reached Stonevale as the first villagers were forming a bucket line. Her warning, delivered breathlessly, helped them contain the fire before it reached the homes. The wedding proceeded by lantern light, sweeter for the narrow escape, and the cake was declared the most delicious in memory. The next morning, the elders of both villagers stood on the bridge, baffled. The warden demonstrated Lena's forbidden run. With his first few steps, the bridge emitted the same beautiful, ethereal song. The elders, who had spent a lifetime walking in silence, listened with tears in their eyes. They had mistaken control for respect and slowness for safety. The bridge wasn't fragile. It was sleeping, waiting for a rhythm vibrant enough to wake its heart. They chiseled out the old law. In its place, they carved a new one. Cross with purpose. Let your step find its own true rhythm. Now the bridge sings every day, with the quick steps of helpers, the joyful leaps of children, the steady pace of storytellers. It learned its song because one person, for a reason greater than the rule, dared to run. Moral: rules born of forgotten fear can stifle the very life they aim to protect. True wisdom lies not in blind obedience to tradition, but in understanding the spirit of the law and having the courage to break the letter of it when compassion, urgency, and life demand a different rhythm.